Namaskar. Very often people ask whether it is good or not to use different props, our auxiliary means to improve the meditation, such as music or incense, aromatic substances. If you create an atmosphere of beauty, it will help your meditation. If you come to meditate in a very clean and beautiful room, naturally your mind will enter into more peaceful, more serene and more blissful state, and it will be much more prone for the practice of meditation. If there are no bad smells, but rather there is a slight sweet aroma, you will feel easier to concentrate. But with the music, of course, in the beginning, music will help you to calm down your mind. If you put at the background calm, harmonious, meditative music, you will find that your body and mind is relaxing. And the relaxation of the nerves and the relaxation of the tension at the lower levels of the mind is the beginning for the meditation. It's a good beginning for the meditation. But later on you will find out that as the music is going on and there are beautiful parts in that music, the mind will like to distract from the process of meditation and go on listening the music. That is why it is not very desirable to use the music. And once the habit is created, you are not able to do without the music anymore, then it is disturbing for meditation. So it is better to learn how to sit and meditate in silence. Another thing is that sometimes we would like to meditate, but there are so many sounds in the environment. The clock, some people walking forth and back in the kitchen, upstairs, downstairs. There are sounds, even in the nature there are sounds. The birds screaming all the time, and different insects, and so many sounds and so many distractions are there for the mind. And some people, they choose to use the earplugs. One time I tried, it was a beautiful experience. I put the plugs in and they were so good. I entered the complete silence. Wow, there was a really complete silence. And it was just like I found myself in the outer space. And it was a beautiful meditation. But then I thought, oh, this is going to be dangerous because I'm going to get used to these earplugs, and I will not be able to meditate without them. Whereas meditation is about learning how to control the mind. If the mind is running towards something, to listen how the clock is tick-tock, or to understand what is your neighbor doing upstairs, or anywhere it gets distracted, you are to rule that mind. You are to withdraw that mind from the external and divert it to internal. So I will not advise also to use earplugs. Sometimes there are situations where we can actually use music. It will help. Like I'm going in a train, and in the nearby compartment, people are very happily spending their time, talking loudly and having a lot of fun. And their activities disturb me very much in my meditation. In that case, I think it will be justifiable to take your earphones and start to listen to the music and start to meditate. First, calm yourself down, withdraw from the external environment, and then later on also withdraw from that music. Don't be distracted by that music also, and concentrate on the process of meditation. Especially the beginners, they like to use so many external things. Pictures, icons, flowers, smells, incense, and later on you will find out that meditator will not like to use all those things. They would like to remain in a very neutral atmosphere, very neutral environment. If you are able to protect your meditation, let's say you know that from now on I will meditate 20 minutes, then make sure that these 20 minutes there will be no distractions. Turn off your telephone. Tell your friends and relatives that please don't disturb for half an hour. I will come after half an hour, but now I'm doing something very important. Please let me be alone. So if you prepare the ground, then you will have a good chance to practice. Otherwise, always these distractions, they bring you out of balance. But if the distractions have happened, then what you are going to do? Some people, they really get irritated because it is work, what we do. It is a job. We are working, we are laboring within, trying to gain the control over our mind, trying to focus our mind. And then in a moment, someone is calling your name, or the dog is coming and barking, or something happens. And naturally, you have been doing a very subtle work, and someone has destroyed that work. Naturally, the beginners, they will feel irritation. Again, I have to start from the beginning. But at this moment, you need to understand that it is your mind is getting distracted. And by focusing your mind again and again, you're improving your mind. You're improving your ability to rule over your attention. So it is fine. Don't be irritated. Just the moment mind gets distracted, gently return your mind back to the process of your meditation. This is very important. Distractions will be always there. How you react to those distractions. So, if you're asking me whether to use or not incense, music, I will say it is up to you, on your discretion, but I will advise that for the advanced meditation, don't become addicted, don't become dependent on those means. Try to learn how to concentrate without the help of all those external things. And try to get your mind withdrawn from the external world and really meditate. When I started to meditate, I used different kind of things. But later on I discovered that these things actually, they do disturb my concentration. They do distract me, and I stopped. And now I only meditate in a very neutral environment. Thank you very much for watching this video. We will see you in the next video again. Meditate intensely. Meditate with a seriousness. And meditation practice will surrender to you, will open up itself for you.